Hey guys, it's Cloudy. How are you all? Today I'm very excited to be talking about the upcoming K-dramas for November and sharing my picks. I've been gone a while in terms of like videos and also some K-drama uploads. Life has just been like so busy. I just got off probation at my job, so I've been taking everything kind of like full workload, and then school has been in full swing as well. So I've been getting used to some like heavier courses, and then just life has been really busy. So I haven't had as much time to watch K-dramas. I did check up on Cinderella After 2 and also The Judge from Hell. So I may be making videos on that a bit later on this month. Very excited to talk about those. I'm always excited for some like romance and some fantasy. Today we're gonna be talking about a whole slew of K-dramas from a variety of different genres and audiences, and it's just very exciting. November is gonna be like a heavy hitter in terms of K-dramas. So I'm gonna be going in chronological order. Some of these dramas have been out for about a week now, so you can tune in very quickly, and most of these are available on online platforms, so you'll have no problem looking for them. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting from November 4th, which was literally like last week, is Brewing Love, which is on Vicky's platform. Brewing Love is a romantic comedy that stars Kim Se-jung as Chae Young-ju and also Lee Jong-won as Yoon Min-ju. Their contrasting personalities come from their backgrounds. Se-jung's character is a former Special Forces soldier who turns into a salesperson at a liquor company, and Lee Jong-won's character Yoon Min-ju is a sensitive brewmaster and a CEO of a brewery. So one is very kind of like hard and fast, no frills kind of person. The other is a little bit more sensitive. So you can imagine the kind of dynamic that's going to emerge in this rom-com. The plot revolves around this dynamic between the characters, and I feel like we're going to get into a lot of interesting situations. I also want to see how a salesperson and a CEO is going to like end up having a relationship together, because they will potentially be working together in the same industry related to beer. And of course, because the series is so heavily focused on Mekju, I'm hoping that we're gonna see more of like alcohol culture in Korea as well, like drinking games or just like drinking culture exposed a bit more to Western audiences. I think that's also gonna be really fun. As for the teaser, when I first checked it out, I felt like Kim Se-jung was so hilarious. Actually never ended up watching shows where Se-jung was like the main lead, but I feel like through this trailer and like the first episode, you're able to see how like she just brings certain comedic characters to light. Like she's so lovable, and she just like brightens the screen with her energy. So I just love seeing how her energy kind of like invades the male character's space, and he's like, whoa, you gotta like step back. It's kind of like introverted meets extrovert, and I'm all here for that romantic tension. Okay, the next show we're gonna be talking about is like totally on the other spectrum of genres. It's called Gangnam B-Side, which is a crime mystery action that stars three main characters who are chasing a mystery that's related to a club and a mysterious person. So we have a detective, a mysterious broker, and a prosecutor who are all forced to work together to uncover some corruption and secrets among the elite. Jo Woo-jin plays the detective, Ji Chang-wook is our broker, and Ha Yoon-kyung is our prosecutor. Jo Woo-jin we've seen in a lot of supporting roles and a lot of like interesting, quirky character roles as well. I feel like he tends to take a lot of like supporting roles, but he's also memorable just because he's just very like unique on screen. So it's great to see him take like a kind of classic, hard and fast detective kind of main role in the spotlight. Very excited for that for him. And of course, Ji Chang-wook, we love him in Dark series. We've seen him in like Suspicious Partner, which is more of a rom-com, and I feel like he personally likes to take softer shows, but I think a large portion of his fan base is really into his like dark, moody, secret agent, mystery solving kind of characters. So it's great to see him embrace a little bit of that. It's kind of like a treat for the fans. I loved him in Backstreet Rookie, in the K2, which is one of my favorites, even though it's kind of controversial, and then also Healer, which is like immensely popular for a lot of classic K-drama fans. And finally, Ha Yoon-kyung. The biggest series she's probably been in was Hospital Playlist and also Extraordinary Attorney Woo, but she's been in films from 2015 to the present, and I believe she recently did a couple of independent films as well. So I feel like she's exploring a lot in her own career. Very excited to see these like three interesting actors just come come together and bring so much like life and tension and action to this show. Gangnam B-Side was released in November 6th, and you should be able to catch it on one of the streaming platforms. It is Disney+. Awesome. All right, so the next one we're gonna talk about is Mr. Plankton, which is available on Netflix and came out on November 8th. I think this is one of the most hyped shows. It released trailers and teasers a little bit earlier, so I think the hype has been building up until November. It follows Haejo, who is played by Woo Dong-hwan, and also Cho Jae-mi, who is played by Yumi. Woo Dong-hwan's characters are typically like dark, seducer, bad boy, demon kind of characters, and we sort of see him play this like fast and free kind of like adrenaline junkie character in this show, versus Yumi's character is like a bit more soft in contrast. She is searching for like a family and opportunity to create her family dream life for herself. So somehow these two like unexpected characters end up creating a relationship together, forming a bond together. And also I feel like there is a strong side cast for Mr. Plankton as well. We have Oh Jung-se, who plays Oh Hyung, and also Kim Hae-soo, who plays Bum Ho-ja. So there is also a family aspect with a bit of like drama and depth to this story. The reason why that this show has been getting a lot of hype as well is because the writer is from It's Okay to Not Be Okay. And then also the director has done Juvenile Justice. So we're hoping Mr. Plankton will hit like a very emotional, kind of good feels show with a lot of like balanced character development. Just based off the teaser, I loved the dynamic between the main characters. I felt like it was just like really fast-paced, a lot of comedy, even though there should be like a lot of emotional development. So very excited to see how that plays out. Okay, next we're gonna talk about two shows that come out towards the end of November. The first one is called When the Phone Rings, which is premiering in November 22nd, which is a romantic thriller. It stars Yoo Yeon-suk as Baek Sa-eun, who is the youngest presidential spokesperson from a political family, and also Chae Soo-bin, one of my favorites. She plays Hong Hee-ju, who is his wife, and also a sign language interpreter who has aphasia. So this show is going to dive into their relationship, their marriage, and how people view marriage from the outside. Like basically when you're in a relationship, nobody really knows what happens in your relationship except you, but people might have a different perception of your relationship. Your friends, your family, your coworkers, they're all gonna think about your relationship differently. So we're gonna explore that sort of like image facade concept when it comes to couples. This show in general just has a very like dark vibe to it. It's giving suspense, it's giving mystery, it's giving red flag couple that I'm going to like fall in love with, but has so many issues. So I'm just like very excited to see this. And also Yoo Yeon-suk is just like such a famous actor. We've seen him in Hospital Playlist, Mr. Sunshine, who was like, it was so popular. And then also Dr. Romantic, Reply 1974, all very, very popular and big classic names in the K-drama world. For me personally, I'm just very excited to see Chae Soo-bin explore genres that she's like never done before. I feel like this is one of her first like darker, more adult, mature roles. I do love seeing her play like really young, naive or innocent women, or like really tough as nails working women. So I just loved her in all her previous roles in like slice of life, romance, comedy, and I'm excited to see her in something that's a bit more serious and dramatic. And literally last but not least, releasing almost on like the last day of November, in November 29th, is Trunk. And Trunk is definitely going to be one of like the big ones we're going to be following all the way through December, because it stars Seo Hyun-jin and Gong-yoo. And if you've been on the internet, if you're anyone who's breathing close to the K-drama world, chances are you've already heard of this series, because Gong-yoo is such a big household name, and also Seo Hyun-jin as well, like such a big figure in like a lot of classic K-dramas, a lot of series with K-drama elements and tropes that we typically really love. In this series, however, it is not going to be like a typical K-drama, and it's going to be quite serious. Somehow I feel like the colder winter months brings a lot more like darker, serious shows to our audiences. Seo Hyun-jin plays In-ji, who works for a contract marriage provider company called NM. And basically this company provides you a partner for like a certain period of time as fixed in your contract. She has just finished her 4th contract marriage, and she ends up meeting Gong-yu, who has been struggling after his divorce with his previous wife. So he ends up in a marriage contract with Seo Hyun-jin's character. As they slowly start to get used to each other, a mysterious trunk appears and there are secrets tied to it. Honestly, the premise, very interesting. The idea of this like trunk, is there a body in it? Is there money that's been embezzled? Is it like papers that have secrets? Is it like murder weapons? I honestly don't know. It's just very, very intriguing. And also I feel like there's a little bit of like a love triangle tension between the main couple and also Gong-yu's ex-wife. So that's going to be very exciting to watch. And just anything that Seo Hyun-jin and Gong-yu are in is just like a powerhouse couple. We're very excited to see all of this. I love the vibe of the trailer and also like the initial synopsis, so I'm very excited to see where this is going to take us. Alright, so let me know what shows you guys are watching for November. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I can make some more K-drama videos soon. Right now, because of daylight savings, it's actually quite dark when I get home from work, so it's a little bit difficult to find time to film. So hopefully I can compile a bunch of videos on the weekend and then slowly edit them and show you guys. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll talk to you guys in my next one very soon. Bye!